Shalom, hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. This is Apostle Mercedes London, author of Fulfilling God's Purpose for Your Life Against All Odds. And of course, this is our marriage and relationship Q&A session. And if you have missed any of our previous Q&A session, please feel free to go back to this page, check it out, and thank you for sending me your questions, and thank you for tuning in as well. I have two questions that we're going to answer today. So most of you have been saying, where have you been? You've not answered my questions. Yes, we have a lot of questions to answer because we are coming up with some wonderful news soon in regard to my book, The Prayer of a Bitter Wife. So that is why you've actually not seen a lot of us. And of course, we are having a dynamic interview coming up soon with an amazing story, testimonies. So I will share with you soon. Again, if you have not got a copy of The Prayer of a Bitter Wife, I just threw something on the floor. So this is get a copy. And of course, we have good news about this book soon. Okay, maybe I should just share with you some of the companies that I've been working with for a while with the counseling law of relationships, and of course, I did some research. They've been working actually with um, some of my programs, and some of these physicians contacted me and said, listen, the handouts you're giving to us, the information you're giving to us that we've been working with and has been successful in bringing these families together. We've been reading The Prayer of a Bitter Wife. You really touched on them briefly. You did not really elaborate on them. We really want you to add them into it. So that is what I'm doing right now. And so we are reversing the book, The Prayer of a Bitter Wife. So we are putting those pieces in. Is amazing. And I was thinking, why didn't I think about that before? Because I thought, we've been using it, and so I thank God for that. So I'm just going to quickly answer this question. I have a question from Rita today from Tulsa. Thank you, Rita, for sending me your question. I thought it is amazing because I was actually discussing this question with somebody this week, earlier this week. That is why I said I'm going to take up this question. I'm going to answer this question on this broadcast today. Thank you, Rita, for sending me your question, and I definitely appreciate it. And I'm going to answer your question. Your question goes like this. It said there, some brothers in the church have become very angry with me lately. They said because they said I'm not submissive, and because the Bible said I should submit. I should be as a woman. I should be submissive, and my husband actually don't know what to do about it. So help. What should I do? So thank you so much again, Rita. When I got your question, I couldn't help but laugh. But then after a while, I'm like, oh, let me do some research. Okay, obviously you're a Christian, and there's these people in your congregation asking you to submit to them, which is really straight. So in order to just answer this, we're just going to make it really plain. Okay, and it goes like this. I'm going to answer this from the book of James. Okay, so what did the book of James said? The book of James 5:25. I think this is the first time I'm answering question with scripture on this broadcast. Of course, everything we do, our advice is everything are biblical based and everything, but we want to make sure that we, are bringing balance into people's life. Okay, but God's word is the foundation in which we build. So James 5:22 have answer for you. Okay, about this submission. It says, wives, submit yourselves unto your own husband as unto the Lord. So you are to submit unto your own husband, not to all the brothers in the church. Okay, and it talks, of course, to submit to one another. Maybe you're working in different departments and different things in the church. I mean, as a team, it's always good to submit to one another. You listen to each other's idea, you talk to each other, another. Those things are always good, but When it comes to you as a woman, as a wife, the Bible did say you should submit to all men. All men are not your husband. So you should submit to your own husband. And your husband and yourself, you submit to one another. You're submitting to your husband shouldn't be an oppressive situation. You submit to one another. So again, I'm just going to say thank you so much. Thank you so much for sending in this question. And again, I really appreciate that. And I pray that the Lord will give you grace and wisdom to move around them and show them this scripture. Read together since they are from your department. And my first reaction was that, is this really serious? Are you joking? So, but obviously, this was serious. And again, I will send you the reversion of this. Okay, of course, you can also have a copy of it in Amazon.com. But I'm so excited about the reversion, and we are elaborating, and you're going to be absolutely blessed. I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in, and that is going to be all I will be taking today. So I will say thank you. Continue to send me your questions, your prayer requests, and we are praying for you. So thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Stay tuned. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Hope you've been blessed by today's message. Follow Apostle Mercedes Mondon at Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook.